Hello, welcome back to my channel, or welcome if you are new to my channel. I am Shelly and I'm a full-time reseller on Poshmark, Mercari, and eBay. And today's video is a ship with me. So over the weekend for Thanksgiving, for Black Friday, and kind of into Cyber Monday a little bit, mostly like Saturday, Sunday, it was all my sales. But I think I had a couple sales today, but they were not part of my sale. So I ended up having a 50% off sale on Poshmark, and I got a lot of sales. I think I got 49 on Poshmark, and then I got 4 on Mercari. I did not do a sale on Mercari. Those are just normal sales. One was like full price, and then the rest were regular offers. But yeah, so I have a lot to ship today. It's over $1,000 in sales, and it is, let's see, 49 on Poshmark, so 53 sales in total for Mercari and Poshmark. We don't have any eBay today, but yeah, this might be a pretty long video, so stay tuned. Okay, so let's go ahead and get started. I built a couple boxes already. I don't think I'm gonna need too many boxes, but I do have a couple. I use mostly these Tyvek mailers from USPS. They are free. I actually use mostly free shipping supplies. For all Poshmark orders, basically, I use the free shipping supplies for the boxes and things. Let's go ahead and get into it. So I will have the item on the screen so you can kind of see it. This actually ended up being a full price sale today. It is the brand Horny Toad, which is the older name of Toad & Co. And this is a dress, and it sold for a full price of $35. And I picked it up at the Goodwill outlet, so the pay by the pound area or location, which is where I pick up most of my items. So what I do is I just close up the Tyvek, and then I actually put my label on top of it. I use a Dymo label printer, so I do have like adhesive labels. So yeah, so I do that to kind of give it a little bit more security, so I don't have to add any additional tape or anything. And then I'm going to grab my trash can really quick. Okay, and then our next item is a pair of shoes. And these actually sold today. They were a counter offer for $15. And I went ahead and accepted because I've had them for a little bit, and they were just from the bins. They are a pair of Merrill sandals. And for shoes, I do try to kind of wrap them a little bit in some tissue paper. I wrap each shoe individually so they're not like hitting each other in the transit and like getting scuffed up and things. And then I normally add a little bit of a thicker packing paper on top and just kind of crumple that up just to not have as much space in there, so it doesn't move around quite so much. And then I will tape that up. And then this again is a free item from the post office. This is the medium flat rate, I believe. Yeah, it's the medium flat rate, which I actually use, I'd say, the most out of the box sizes. It fits most shoes pretty well, as well as like bundles and things, like smaller bundles. So there is that piece. Put that over here. And then, oh my gosh, like these labels are like out of control. There's so many labels. Okay. Our next item is a Madewell skirt. This sold for $20. It was the half off. So what I did for my sale is I actually went into my my shoppers item or like tool on Poshmark, and I filtered by people who had liked my items in my closet, and then I sent those people a comment on a bundle and just said, "Hi, I noticed you had likes in my closet, and I want to let you know that I am having a holiday 50% off sale." So I did get quite a few sales from just doing that. But then I actually decided on Saturday, like evening or so, to send out 50% off on my entire closet, just offers to likers. And I did have to give a shipping discount. When you do that, you do have to give a shipping discount, but I did the absolute lowest one, which is like, I think like $5.50 or something. They have to pay for shipping. So it's like it's like less than $2, I think, that I have to pay. But I'm really happy with how much I sold. This next piece is a Madewell blouse, and this sold for $22. And so yeah, I'll let you know where things came from. So that Madewell skirt was from a regular Goodwill. This Madewell blouse was actually from a Plato's Closet. It's probably been a couple years now since I've gotten that, so I'm happy to get rid of it. And I'm still making money on it, so that is great. Our next piece is a pair of jeans. These are Abercrombie & Fitch. I actually just picked these up when I visited my family in Columbus, Ohio at a Goodwill, and they now just sold. And they sold for $32. So yeah, this was a half off. So I do have a few not half offs. Actually, I have a few full price as well, which is always kind of a fun sale, a full price sale. Okay, there is that. And then I'm actually going to rip this off just to stay a little bit more organized. And then my next piece. So with this label printer, it's nice. I just write the item that it is on the back of the label. This next piece is a pair of jeans from Talbot's, and they are from the Goodwill outlet. And the outlet location that I go to is $2 a pound. So typically, when I divide my items out, I am spending about $2 per item there, just because there are some heavier things that I buy, some not so heavy things, so it kind of usually evens out around $2 an item. And those Talbot's jeans sold for $22. Next, we have a Lululemon tank top, and this actually sold for $33. And this was just an offer that was sent to me today, I think this morning, or maybe last night, I don't remember exactly. But so this sold for $33, which I am always happy to get some regular offers when I'm doing sales. It's like, it has a built-in bra tank, so it's like, it's a very difficult piece to fold nicely because they don't want to fold it together. This actually, I did thrift this, but I actually wore it myself for a couple years, and then I just wasn't wearing it anymore, so I decided to list it. But it's probably been listed now for, I don't know, probably almost a year. But I've had it for longer than that, but I did thrift it. So I am making money on it either way. And there is that piece. So yeah, I really like these Tyvek mailers. They work really well for me, at least. I've never had any issues with them. Next, we have a Free People sweater. And this I picked up at the Goodwill outlet, and it did have, well, it does have a few pulls on it, but I still picked it up because I thought it was in really nice condition besides that. And there actually was two of them in the same bin, another color. I already sold the other one, so I'm happy to have this one sell. And this sold for $17. And when I do like big sales like this, like 50% off is the biggest sale I will do. I normally do like 2 a year, one during like the Black Friday weekend, and then one usually sometime in the summer, maybe like 4th of July or something, I'll do a sale. Okay, next. And I feel like it does bring more traffic to my stores, or like to my Poshmark closet when I do it as well, which I think is why I get other sales in it. So that's always good. This was a half price one. This sold for $12, Patagonia, from the Goodwill outlet. So again, a more inexpensive item for me. But yeah, I'm happy with prices of stuff. It is, you know, a little bit lower than I would normally accept offers on and things like that, but I'm so happy to like clear things out, especially going into the new year. It's awesome to kind of clear some things out. Next piece is this Free People fleece, and this might need to go in a box or something because this will not fit in a Tyvek. This is from the Goodwill outlet. Oops, sorry. They have little metal bits on the drawstring. Yeah, this will probably have to go in a box. And so whenever I use a box, I do add a little bit of tissue paper just to kind of protect the item a little bit. And I think I've sold almost like 5,000 items or something. And I've only ever once in that entire time have had any issues with like water or anything. So I don't add any plastic, additional plastic or anything. The plastic bags I use to store my stuff in, they are just reusable Ziplocs. So yeah, I do not add any extra plastic. And like I said, I've only ever had one issue in all of my sales of like over 5,000 sales. And this sold for $32, and that was a half off. And then our next piece is an Athleta tank top. This sold for $12, and this I think I picked it up at the bins, but I'm pretty sure I did. Usually I don't always pick up like tank tops and stuff at just regular thrift stores because they are very small and just not a super substantial piece to pick up at regular thrift store pricing. So probably this was from the bins, and I think I said, but it sold for $12, and I'm actually gonna put it in, this is the small flat rate box, and they are pretty small, but these are kind of nice for super small items, good for like jewelry, wallets, and some other small kind of pieces like that. And I don't normally add any like extra tape or anything. I've never, like I said, had any issues with that, so here is that. And then our next piece is this Athleta long sleeve, kind of like a lightweight sweatshirt. It's a little wrinkly, so hopefully that is okay. And this sold for $12 because this was only listed at $25 because it does have a little bit of pilling. But this was a piece that I picked up at the bins again, so more of an inexpensive piece. So did any of you run any Black Friday sales or anything? Let me know how they went and how you ran them as well. If you sent offers or just like posted a sign in your closet. And yeah, let me know how those went. This is a Lululemon Align tank top, and this sold for $22, so it was half off. This, you know, I was hoping to sell this earlier, but it did not sell. It had a ton of likes though, and it just never sold. Maybe there's just a lot of them on the market, on Poshmark listed and stuff. But yeah, this one finally sold with the half off. And that actually was a tank top I picked up myself thrifting, but I didn't really wear it, so I decided to list it and sell it. So I'm still making a profit on that, which is good. And then our next piece is a Madewell top, and let's see if I can wrap this. Okay, so it is a wrap top, and this is from the Goodwill outlet, and this sold for $17. So for anything that sold for $17, it was originally, my price was $35. And so Poshmark rounds down, it seems like, for when you do half off. Normally what I do is I round up, like if I'm sending an offer to someone who has a bundle and they wanted the 50% off, I would round up from like the 50 cents to the full dollar. But Poshmark always rounds down, unfortunately. But there's that piece. Next, we have an Anthropologie dress, and this is from the bins. And I think this just took a while to sell. It's not a very exciting piece. It is just a plain green dress. I think the silhouette is nice, but yeah, as you can see, it's just plain, so I think it's not something that people always think of maybe when they think of Anthropologie. Usually it's kind of more bohemian and colorful, but this sold for $22. Get our label on. Hopefully I have enough Tyvek. I'm probably gonna have to pick some more up when I'm at the post office. I'm gonna rip off these labels that I already used. And our next piece is a Abercrombie & Fitch dress. It is like an athletic dress, and this sold for $20. Was listed at $40. This was a half off. I was actually surprised how many sales I got. Like when I sent out the 50% off offer, I did not think I was going to get as many as I did, but I'm very happy with all the sales. It's just going to take me a while to ship it all. It already took me almost an hour just to grab everything, get all the labels printed and things like that. All right, next we have and that was from a regular Goodwill, actually, in Columbus when I was visiting family. And this is a short sleeve sweater from J. Crew, and this was from a Goodwill near Boston, and this sold for $17. Like, are we halfway done? Maybe I don't think we're even halfway done, guys. This is gonna be long. Let's see, 20 minutes so far. Okay, next, I am trying to go a little bit quicker. Next piece is this Anthropologie black ribbed shirt, and this sold for $15. Again, this is just a plain black shirt from Anthropologie, so probably not something that tons of people are looking for, so probably why it took a little bit longer to sell. But I did pick it up at the bins, so I'm still making a decent profit on it. I messed up. up this label a tiny bit. There we go. Next, we have a pair of Athleta Cabo linen shorts, and I'm pretty sure, I have to look, but I think these might have been from the bins, or if not, they were probably like a Savers or a Goodwill find, and these sold for $17. Next piece is this Anthropologie Pilcro button down shirt, and this came from a Savers, and I thought this was a really cute piece, but I don't know, Anthropologie, I guess just in general, doesn't do as good as it used to. This was a newer piece. I really try not to pick up any like older Anthropologie pieces. I will only pick up newer styles and stuff. Some still do pretty good, but it just depends, I think, on the piece. So that sold for $25, if I did not say already. Gonna rip off these extra labels again. My trash can's already like totally full. It is a small trash can, but okay. Next is a pair of Madewell jeans, and these were actually, I believe, in my last haul, or yeah, I think it was my last haul. So my last Goodwill outlet haul. So I just got these, and they sold for $33. So pretty happy with that. I think they could have sold for a little bit more because they are a recent style, but still happy to move them so quickly. I think they'll fit in here. There's that. My bag's almost full too. Next, we have a Talbot's skirt. This was from the bins. I thought it was a really pretty piece with the gingham and like the ruffles. And this sold for $17. There's that piece. I have to grab some more mailers. Okay, now we have a bundle, so I'm going to use a box for this bundle, and it is a pair of these Steve Madden heels, and these were from the bins, and then a pair of pants. They are Johnny Was, and they were actually from the store, the traditional Goodwill store that is connected to the bins. So I'm going to put the shoes in first, wrap them in a little bit of tissue paper. And this bundle sold for $73, as the pants were listed for a bit of a higher price. And I'm also going to wrap the pants just to kind of keep them nice and like separated from the shoes. These again got a little wrinkly because they are like that tencel fabric, which wrinkles very easily. And I'm going to put some tissue paper on the top. We'll get this closed up. this was an offer that I had. I think they actually only liked one item, and then I sent them that comment on the bundle saying I'm doing a 50% off, and they ended up liking or finding another item and then purchasing both for the 50% off. Get the label. And next we have a top. This is from Hot Topic, and it was purchased at the bins. It is new with tags, and this sold for $17. It's had quite a few likes actually, but maybe I just priced it a little bit too high. Hot Topic doesn't retail for like too much, but I do like picking it up, especially at the bins if it's like a nice piece, especially new with tags. So I grabbed that piece, but yeah, it doesn't retail for a ton. I think they do also have like some sales and stuff, so maybe that is why. Okay, next we have another fleece, which I'm probably gonna need another box. Okay, this is a Columbia fleece, and this was actually mine a while ago, but I was not wearing it, so it's a little too small. It's an extra small, and I don't know, being a jacket, I didn't really like that, so I decided to list it. But it is a cute fleece, and it sold for $17. I'm gonna wrap this in some tissue paper. And this again is the medium flat rate. I use this box a lot. I think it's a really good size for a lot of different things, honestly. There's that. Okay, our next item is a pair of Lily Pulitzer sandals, and these are from the Goodwill outlet, and they sold for $12. And I actually picked these up pretty recently. They're actually Lily Pulitzer for Target, which I did not realize when I picked them up and like purchased them. But yeah, I'm happy they sold. I mean, they sold pretty quickly. So I would probably honestly pick these up again if I found them at the outlet. And I'm just going to use a padded flat rate for these just because they are sandals. So they still have a little bit of protection, but I don't think that they need a whole box for just a small pair of sandals. And next we have a dress from Lane Bryant. And I'm looking at our pile. We still have quite a bit of stuff to go. So let's see how far we can get before I did charge my camera completely for this video because I knew it was going to be a very long video. So this is a Lane Bryant dress. I picked it up at the bins. It is new with tags, and this sold for $17. I'm gonna grab my other bag because that one is now full. All right, next is a pair of Lululemon shorts. These are men's, and I think I got these at the bins. I don't remember for sure. These only sold for $15 because they do, I forget what's wrong with them. They have something, I don't know if it was a hole or a stain or something. So I did list them a little bit lower than I would list some men's Lululemon shorts. So Yeah, they only sold for $15, but I'm happy to sell them because they were not really doing super well, not a ton of likes or anything, which probably just from like having a flaw and things like that. Next is this pair of Free People corduroy pants, and these are from the Goodwill bins, and they're super wide legs. I need to kind of fold in the wide leg a little bit. And these sold for $25. And these are from the Goodwill outlet. If I did not say that, I think I might have, but I do not remember. And next is a pair of Adriana Goldschmied jeans. And this is actually the second pair that I sold in this bunch of stuff. And these sold for $42. I did list these a little bit higher because they're a newer style. And these I actually picked up at a Goodwill when I went to Columbus. I think it was my most recent trip. And so yeah, sold for $42. Very happy with that. And yeah, half off. I did have them listed a little bit higher. Okay, there's that. Next, I have this pair of Patagonia shorts. These are from the bins. And oops, I'm going to put them in one of the small flat rate boxes. And these sold for $17. Yeah, anything that's like pretty small that I can, like tank tops, things like that, that can fit easily in one of these. I do like to put those in there. And I might have already said this, but these are from the bins. Like most of the things I am showing you. It's just where I do most of my sourcing now, which is I'm very happy about. I'm able to find pretty decent stuff for lower prices. Next, we have a bra. This is the brand She Fit, and this is actually the first time I've ever picked it up. And I picked this up at a Savers, and I had it listed. I mean, it's been listed for a few months now, and I don't know. A lot of people said that like $50 was a good price to list it at, which is what I had it at, but it was not really getting too much attention or anything. But so yeah, this sold for $25, and I'm happy that it is sold now, and I'm still making money from that. There's that piece. The next item is this bodysuit. The brand is Wolford, I think is how you say it. And it is a pretty expensive brand. It's kind of more of a basics brand. And this sold for $42, which that was my half off price. So I did have it listed kind of high. It was, I found it at a Goodwill near Boston. And I have had it for a little bit, at least a year. So I'm very happy that it finally sold. I think it did have a decent amount of likes. Maybe I just listed it a little bit too high, but I did try to go close to comps, but that is okay. That happens with items sometimes. Next is a dress from Free People, and this sold for $35. And this had quite a few likes as well. I don't know, sometimes maybe it just, you know, you're listing too high, you don't list it at a good time. So sometimes it just doesn't sell, or just no one wants to grab it for whatever reason. So yeah, sold for $35. Happy with that. This I picked up also at a Goodwill near Boston. Next piece is another pair of shoes. And this is a pair of loafers from the brand J. Crew. And these are also actually from a Goodwill near Boston. And I'm using, again, a flat rate medium box. And I will get these wrapped first. And then add a little bit on top of them. Our next piece is another dress, and this actually is also from a Goodwill near Boston, and this was probably my last haul, I think, from around Boston. And this is a Hill House home dress, and this is one of the nap dresses, and I was very, very excited to find it. It was only my second time finding it. The one I found first actually still has not sold. This one ended up selling for $67. So I did have it listed a little bit higher. So that is with the 50% off discount. So I'm very happy with that still. Still a good sale for me, and someone gets a good price on it. And then next we have this torrid little cropped jacket. And this was from the Goodwill outlet, and this is actually the second one of these that I sold. The other one was like a blue one, and I was surprised they were newer pieces. They looked a little bit older to me, but they were both actually pretty recent, so I did grab them. And this one, let me see the price, it sold for $17. And next we have a Lily Pulitzer skirt, or skirt actually, and this sold for $40. This is new with tags. This I picked up at it was either a Marshall's or a TJ Maxx. I think I did it in a video actually. I did a little shop with me at some stores for looking for yellow tag items, and this is one of the items that I picked up. And yeah, it sold for $40, so I had it listed for $80, and I'm happy with that sale. I think I paid $10, so pretty good profit as well. Gonna rip these extras. Our next item is a pair of jeans. These I don't remember actually if these might have been from Savers, and I think they were like pretty cheap for Levi's, so I decided to grab them. And they are a pair of 501s, and these sold for $20. I have been doing okay with Levi's. I used to like never pick up Levi's, but I have kind of started to test them out a little bit, especially at the bins. And I've had some good luck with them. And is the lighting still okay? Yeah, it's okay. I will tell you, I'm not excited to go to the post office with all of these packages. This next item is a bralette from the brand Parade. And this I picked up at the bin, so it was pretty cheap based on weight. And this sold for $15. And I haven't sold too much of this brand. This might have only been like the second or third time I found it, but it is a little bit more of an inexpensive brand, but comps looked okay for this, so I did want to try it out. Next, we have actually the exact same style dress as the other Abercrombie & Fitch athletic dress that I sold. This one actually sold for full price though, of $40. And this again was picked up at a regular Goodwill in Columbus. So good full price sale. There's that. Next, we have another fleece jacket. So it does seem like people are getting some winter pieces. And I'm gonna grab another box for this piece. And I'm gonna put a little bit of tissue paper inside of it. So basically everything, how I ship stuff, I try to do it pretty streamlined and like as quickly and easily as possible. So I do kind of do just the same thing for everything, which is easier that way. This is a Gap fleece, and I actually picked it up at the bins pretty recently actually. And I actually think this wasn't a half off. I think I had this listed for $35. And then let's see what I sold it for. I sold it for $20. Yeah, I'm pretty sure that's what happened. So this was just a regular offer. This was not a half off sale. But so that sold pretty quickly and I'm happy with that. I have been trying to experiment a little bit with Gap newer pieces as well from the outlet. Or just like kind of mall brands in general, I guess. Like Banana Republic, J. Crew I've always kind of picked up, but yeah, just trying out some different brands that I don't always pick up from the outlet because it is pretty inexpensive for me to kind of try some pieces out. Next, we have a pair of jeans. These are the American Eagle 90s flare jeans from the outlet. And these sold, I believe, for $20. I will double check. Let's see. Yes, $20 for these. So that was a half off again, which, you know, is most of the stuff I sold. But there is just a few here and there that were other sales. So there's that one. This next piece is a men's piece. This is a smart wool half zip sweater, and I will look in a second for what it sold for. And sorry about the lighting, it is starting to come in a little bit. This video is taking, you know, it's a little bit of a longer video, so lighting is changing while we are filming. And this sold for $35. And next, this was a good sale. This is a Dale of Norway sweater, and this sold for $50. I'm gonna hook these little hooks together. And this actually was from the Goodwill outlet. I think this is like the second or third time I had found Dale of Norway in the bins, which was pretty exciting. And yeah, so like I said, this sold for $50. Very happy to move this, and also just some of the bigger pieces that I sold, the fleeces and sweaters and stuff. I'm happy to sell some of those, make room for newer pieces, which is why I do sales personally, just to try to clear out a little bit of the older inventory, make room for some new inventory. And this next sale is actually a bundle, and these I picked up all pretty recently in a haul. And this is a bundle of figs, and this was all found at the Goodwill outlet. So this is 2 jogger style scrub pants, and then a top, and the top's actually new with tags, the bottoms are not. And yeah, I found all of this at the outlet, so that was kind of a fun find. Figs, I don't know, I know it definitely does not do as good as it used to do, so I will not pick it up at regular thrift stores because I just don't think it sells for enough. But at the outlet, I will definitely pick it up. I'm gonna put all of this actually in a bag. This is just a poly mailer from the brand Smile Mail, I think. and it's made from recycled plastic. And this whole bundle sold for $48, and that was a half off price. Okay, next piece is this pair of Zara slacks, and these I actually grabbed at a consignment store. I paid $11 for them, so they ended up only selling for $25. I had them listed at $50. But you know, with the sale, I don't usually like have items that I won't accept the offer on, just because I don't know, I like to move this stuff, and as long as I'm still making profit, I'm usually okay for these kinds of sales. So yeah, I picked these up at a consignment store, so they were a little bit more expensive, and I did think they would sell a little bit more, but they did not, so they sold for my 50% off. But yeah, like I said, I'm still making a profit, so that's good. That's kind of what matters. And get our label on here. Okay, next piece is, we're actually almost done. We have just a few more Poshmark, and then we have our 4 Mercari sales. This is a pair of Lululemon joggers, and these, I'm pretty sure I found this pair at the bins. I found this like pair of Lululemons multiple times, and I think this particular pair is from the bins. These sold for $35, half off. And I think we only have one more Poshmark. And yeah, last Poshmark. Let's see, do we have one more tie back left? Yes, we do. Is a pair of men's jeans, and these are Banana Republic. These came from the Goodwill outlet, and this was actually kind of an accidental pickup. I put these in my cart to ask if anyone in my family had wanted them, and I forgot to ask, and then I ended up purchasing them. But at least now they sold. They sold for, the thing got smeared, but I'm pretty sure it was 17, maybe. I think I listed them at 35, so I think it was 17. The Sharpie got a little messed up on that one. You will see it on the screen. So that is our last Poshmark. Now we're moving on to 4 Mercari sales. For Mercari items, I use these recycled plastic mailers. This first piece is a Anthropologie top, and this I picked up at the bins. And this sold for $30, and this was an offer that was sent to me, and I accepted. Next item is a pair of Spanx pants, and these, I want to say these are from Savers, but I would have to double check, but I'm pretty sure they are. And these sold for $26.25, which was strange. I did not know you could do like weird, odd prices like that on Mercari, but usually that's more of an eBay thing. But I guess Mercari has started doing that as well. So yeah, happy to sell those. And next is, oh, another weird price. This was $33.75. This is a Free People Movement blouse, and this actually I just picked up a couple bin trips ago, and very happy that it sold so quickly and for a really nice price. So I'm happy with that. And then my last piece is actually another pair of jeans, and they are again Adriana Goldschmied But this pair I actually found at the Goodwill outlet, not at a regular thrift store. Did this fit? Yes, I think so. And these sold, this is actually a full price sale. These sold for $50, which was my full asking. So happy with that sale. And this again was a very recent Goodwill outlet pickup. So some nice sales for some newer pieces, some older pieces sold. And yeah, just all around very happy with all of the sales that I made, how much I made this weekend with my sale. And thank you so much for watching. I know this is going to be a pretty long video, so I hope you enjoyed. Hopefully you were able to put it on and get some listings done, get some cross listing done, photographs, whatever. I hope you enjoyed, and I hope you enjoyed seeing some of the items that I'm selling. Hopefully this can kind of help you see some trends that are happening right now. I'm definitely seeing some like fleeces, some jackets, outerwear kind of things are selling. So thank you for watching. Please subscribe if you are not already, and please hit the little bell notification if you'd like to be notified when I do post new videos, and I will see you in my next video.